Here we have a slightly used 2024 BMW X5. This one comes in the M Sport trim level. We have the professional package as well. This color is Brooklyn Gray Metallic, and then we have the black Sensafin interior. And for the powertrain, we get that 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder engine. That's made it to a 8-speed automatic transmission. And that gets us 375 horsepower along with 398 pound-feet of torque. So love the newer front end here. LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights. And I actually like the grille too. It doesn't seem too big, even though BMW's been doing a pretty good job at trying to make those stand out. Around these wheels, these are gonna be 20-inch alloy. I like that. And I especially love the M brake calipers there. Love that design. And sorry for the cicadas, it's quite a day out here. Can't get away from any sort of sound, but passive keyless entry on the front, power door lock controls, memory seat functions, power lift gate, power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors, and then we have our power window controls there. We get a Harman Kardon sound system, headlamp controls, hit that twice to pop the hood, power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And there we have our power driver's seat with 4-way power lumbar support. We have power bolsters there, and then power thigh support right in there. So a pretty adjustable seat. These are the multi-contour seats. I think it's like a $650 option. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the rear seat room here. And a big shout out to Auto Collection and Auto Pro of Nashville for allowing me to review this X5 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're trying to find a vehicle like this in your neck of the woods, make sure you take a look at the link down below, and I can make sure that you get the best pricing by just filling out a little bit of info there. The bottle holders are here. Got a little storage compartment there. And I mean, I could probably adjust the seat, but these are just BMW's, the X5 in particular, has always just had these bulky seats, and I feel like the leg room could just be a tad bit better. But I will say they have rear blinds, so that's a big plus, and I'm never gonna be sitting back here anyway. So I'd rather have this over most of the competition because my daughter's back here and I do not like her being woken up from her naps by the sun. But there's our power sunshade there. And then down here, we can use our 3-stage heated outboard seats. And then there are 2 USB-C charge ports down below and a 12-volt. Sorry for that, it's a little dark down there. And this one, it seems like had a little tablet holder or something. And I can still hear the Kona ice truck and the cicadas, so sorry about that. But LED tail lamps, they don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. Exhaust there. Look underneath. And let's go ahead and pop the lift gate. So with the X5s, I like that this is finally power, but you have like a 2-piece lift gate there. And there's a spare underneath. And then you also have the integrated cargo cover, which I like. It's just so hard to concentrate with these cicadas and all this sound back here, but it is what it is. I'm wondering, okay, so yeah, you can actually power fold that back, which is nice. So pretty neat setup there. I wasn't expecting that to be as nice as it is. Fuel cap is there. Supposed to put premium in it. And then over here, if you want to fold these seats down, these seats will have to be up quite a bit, but you can fold them. They'll fold flat. Top tethers are there. And then your anchors are down here below for your car seats. And we also have the side airbags too. I like that. We get the rear side airbags. And then to our front passenger seat, pretty much the same adjustability as the driver's side, which is appreciated. Power thigh support, 4-way power lumbar, etc. And then we can also, which I did not know this, with it being multi-contour, I can actually move the top half of the seat back and forth, and I've only seen that in some of the higher end Lincolns that I can remember. So good job, BMW. Lockable glove compartment, owner's manuals are in there. And I really like this display here. So it says X5 right there. Nice, bright and illuminated. That's pretty neat. And I like the tint on here. I'm assuming that's aftermarket. They did a good job there. And I like the black accents throughout as well. But there's that 3-liter inline turbocharged 6-cylinder, mostly covered up. And a bird attacked this before I got to it, so I apologize. But here we have our leather wrap steering wheel. And I can tell you where the heat is momentarily. But over here to the screen, I'm actually really getting used to these new BMW screens. So this is the navigation screen here. Go to search, you can find destinations, so on and so forth. Pretty self-explanatory. We get our AM, FM, XM radio, and then we have that Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility as well. And then all of your apps are right in here. So tons of stuff that you can configure. Typical of a BMW. Change your language there. And then you can also change your units of measurement right in there. But 3-stage heated seats for the front. You get that heated steering wheel toggle right there. You can adjust that temperature there, hit this fan. You can actually go into the system itself, change fan direction by clicking on everything. I like how easy it is, how fast the system is, and then you can adjust fan speed for either side, which is a BMW thing that a lot of other manufacturers still haven't caught on to. Especially if you have somebody like my significant other that whatever I have it set to is never good enough. So anyways, so easy infotainment system to use while still being colorful and having a lot in there, and I appreciate that. Backup cameras there. We have that bird's eye view, front camera there, and then you also have the backup assistant as well. So I think that's pretty neat. So a lot of different ways that you can actually configure the cameras. Now for the vents, you can adjust them using these, which are actually pretty nifty. Hazards are down there. Volume can be adjusted here. Click that to mute, and then you can actually go through your radio stations here, and it pretty much seeks for you pretty well. So I like that. Even the HD channels, and then defrosters are here. And down here you have the wireless charging pad on this side, then you have an additional storage space, and you can hook up your USB-A port and then plug in your phone there. 2 bottle holders, 12 volt. And then you can use this dial and these shortcuts to go through your screen up here if you don't want to use a touch screen. And for the shifter, it's probably one of the tiniest shifters you've ever seen, but just pull down for drive, and then you can put in a sport mode there. Tap up for neutral, pull all the way up for reverse, press P for park, and then your electronic parking brake is here. Pull up to engage to the brake, press down to disengage. Parking sensors toggle, traction control. Your drive modes are here, downhill brake control, automatic brake hold. Center console cubby spaces there. There's a USB-C charge port. It's actually a pretty good size for the segment, I think. And there's our roof. So that's with the sunshade back. And then it slides back pretty nicely. Hit it a second time to get it all the way back there. Then you can one touch close it. But there's a view of the back seat from up here. And there is our vanity mirror. And that light comes on or off based on how low or high that visor is folded, which I like. Now to the steering wheel, you get paddle shifters behind here. All of your cruise controls are here. So I'll test that out in the test drive. Volume controls, and then we can go through all of our menu items there when we have it up. So I can go through the heads-up display, the layout, the content that's being shown, and then I can use a scroll bar within each one. So it's neat, but typical BMW, there's a lot going on there. And then voice recognition, Bluetooth, and then hit this BC button and we can change our our views basically for mileage. And then auto high beam toggles there, high beams are there. You can flash as well. And then we do get the automatic windshield wipers, so one time off, auto, low, high. And when you're in auto, it'll tell you, you can adjust the sensitivity of those auto wipers there, and then rear wiper on, off, pull either way for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And then the heads up display I like, as you turn, especially how it is now, it'll kind of turn with you. So that's pretty neat. Kind of hard to see. My camera won't zoom in right now, but push button starts right here. Finally, here is the key fob, and then you do get remote start as well.